this tutorial we'll be looking at how numbers are presented within the spreadsheet. So when you're typing numbers in a spreadsheet, I'll just type a couple more. If you enter a decimal point and you end up putting zeros after the decimal point, they actually disappear. And this is because Excel believes that it's a whole number, it doesn't need to display those decimal points. Just remove that now. But it might be that if you're trying to present figures that it's relating to amounts of money, then you really want those additional zeros displayed. Let me select that very first figure I've got in this spreadsheet, which is in B2. Now if you look on the Home tab of your ribbon, and there's a section here called Number. So this all refers to the formatting of a number. At the moment the General option has been selected here, but I know that I want to display this as an amount of money. I'd like it to read 0.60. And the easiest way to do that is to use the tools that we have available to us. This one here is called Increase Decimal. Look what happens when I click it. It gives me that extra 0 to represent 60. Be careful, if you press it too much, you might get more zeros than you require. So we've got the decrease option too. So I could do that with all of my figures. If I wanted to do that, I can click on the middle of the first figure and then move down and then across here to highlight all those figures, and I can select increase decimal if it puts too many in, decrease. So they're all done. Notice also how what was general has now changed to a number, so Excel knows that these are numbers and they are displayed as 2 decimal places. You may decide that you want to display these as currency with the pound symbol in. If that's how you want to do, if that's how you want it displayed, then again in this section there is an icon which is meant to represent a note with some coins. It's called the accounting number format. If I click on there, can you see how on each of those cells that are selected I get a pound symbol displayed and 2 decimal places for the figures. There is a little arrow to the right of that symbol, and that allows you to change from the English pound to US dollars or euros, and there's even more options available if you need them. The pound symbol is always to the left hand side and the number to the right when you're using this style, the accounting style of format. Clicking on the little arrow at the side of accounting does bring up lots of different formats that you can use. If you're trying to display money and you want that pound symbol, you've got 2 options, either the accounting, which is already selected, or you do have one called currency. Let me show you what that one looks like. See here, the pound symbol is directly next to the number. It's okay, but if your eyesight isn't that great, you might get that mixed up with a number. So, again, I would choose accounting personally, but it's entirely up to you. If you didn't want the symbol there at all, then we could use that option and change it back to a number. Yeah. So the number automatically appears here if you're using the increase or the decrease decimal, and when you've selected the accounting number format, you get accounting displayed, little arrow at the side. You can change it to currency or accounting. It's entirely up to you. I think I'm just going to display it as a number.